paralysis of the limbs. So any suspect case should be immediately isolated.
The RT-PCR test is to be asked for, and in symptomatic people immediately. The contacts will monitor for symptoms and will get tested if any symptoms show up. Else, to wait for 5 days if they continue to be asymptomatic. They can check their status. Thereafter, a negative report ensures that they can move into the community.
Yes. So each and every group which is actually quarantined will be having a lead. So these are the following instructions that will be followed by the lead. So only an assigned member will be tasked with taking care of the quarantine person, and use disposable gloves when cleaning the surfaces or handling any soiled linen of the individual, and washing of hands after removing the gloves.
No visitors to be allowed in the vicinity of a quarantined person. In case the person being quarantined becomes symptomatic, all the close contacts taking care will be quarantined for 15 days and followed up for an additional 15 days or till the report of such a case turns out negative on lab testing.
Yes. In the second line of quarantine, the environmental sanitization is like cleaning and disinfecting the frequently touched surfaces in the quarantine person's room. For example, the bed, the bed frames, the tables, every day with a bleach solution. Clean and disinfect the toilet surfaces every day with regular household bleach solution or the phenolic disinfectants. Clean the clothes and other linen used by the person separately using common household detergent and dry.
Now, the Adinavasis who are coming into the Adinam must take the following tests. We are going to list down the tests and the results to be sent to Ma Santana Lakshmi, which is ma.santanalakshmi at nityanandauniversity.org. The results will be reviewed by the medical team at the Adi Kailasa Sarvanya Beta campus by the Dr. Atmananjana, Dr. Santana Lakshmi, and Ma Chandra Vidya.
So what are the basic medical tests? In the blood test, like complete blood count with peripheral smear, it is a mandatory requirement. The blood group type, fasting and postprandial blood sugar, renal function test, blood urea and serum creatinine, VDRL, HBsAg test, HIV, thyroid function test, serum T3, T4 and TSH, ECG, liver function test and the lipid profile test.
So please get your RT-PCR test for COVID-19 taken 2 days before coming into the Adinam and send it to the previously mentioned email address to get your clearance. So you will be emailing ma.santanalakshmi at nityanandauniversity.org. The medical team will communicate to the administration of the respective Adinam with regards to the medical status and the approval status.
Yes. So once communicated, the person should come into the Adinam within 24 to 48 hours of the test. And if there are any pre-existing medical issues like hypertension, diabetes, or any other chronic diseases and comorbid situations, so please bring in the recent reports and prescription from the attending doctor. And a medical form will need to be filled in by all the new occupants. A legal disclaimer will also be required to be signed.
And those of you who are watching this, if you want to avail the service and just protect yourself to be alive, just be alive till the end of this year. That's a very clear and a very strong message from the Supreme Pontiff multiple times. And Devi Parashakti also has revealed the same thing, just be alive. So all you have to do is go to kailasa.org/Kailasa Care, the link that's projected on the bottom of the screen, and go ahead and register yourself so that we can connect with you and get you up to speed and give you all the requirements that you need to be able to come and stay in the monastery. So all the people in quarantine will be monitored for temperature rise, oxygen status, and other symptoms during the period of quarantine. Anyone with symptoms should be reported immediately. The designated quarantine person will be responsible for monitoring the vitals.
So the equipment should be sanitized after every use, and knowledge for the same will be given by the medical team. The report of these recordings will be reviewed by the medical team. And during the quarantine period, certain Ayurvedic and Siddha preparations, steaming, saline and turmeric water gargle, and other immune boosters will be given by the caregivers, which has to be followed strictly.
So basic rules of living in the Adinam. After 15 days, you can be out of quarantine. Please follow the basic rules of living in the Adinam, some of which are listed below. Smoking, drinking, drugs, substance abuse is strictly prohibited. Consumption of non-vegetarian food which includes eggs, seaweeds, all these things are strictly prohibited. Illicit sex is strictly prohibited. Please follow the basic etiquette like wearing traditional Indian clothing, personal and environmental hygiene and cleanliness.
So the following measures will help prevent the spread of infections in the Adinam like cold, flu, and stomach bugs and protect the Adinavasis. So make sure the workplaces are clean and hygienic. Surfaces like desks, tables, objects need to be wiped with disinfectant regularly to prevent. And promote regular and thorough hand washing, the Adinavasis. Keep sanitizing the hand rub dispensers in prominent places around the workplace and make sure these dispensers are regularly refilled. And display posters promoting hand washing, and washing kills the virus on your hands and prevents the spread of infection.
And promote good respiratory hygiene in the workplace. Display posters promoting respiratory hygiene. Good respiratory hygiene prevents the spread of infection. Anyone with even a mild cough or a low-grade fever needs to be monitored by the health personnel with isolation, even if symptoms are mild. Never take it lightly. They should wear an ordinary surgical face mask rather than a 995 face mask in their quarantine room. Medications such as paracetamol, acetaminophen, and ibuprofen aspirin may mask symptoms of infection. And ensure and pre-order sufficient supplies and materials, including masks, tissues, and sanitizer for all the people.
So this is the various travel precautions. And we can see, yes. So traveling outside the Adinam will be discussed with the medical department and no one will leave the campus without any proper approval. So these are the plan of action when someone is infected with COVID-19. So the plan should cover by putting the ill person in an area where they are isolated from others. The local health authorities will be notified and the medical team will have a working relationship with the nearest hospital for any medical emergency. And the emergency contact numbers will be noted down and where you have to shift the people to in case of any emergency. And all the medical team members and admins will have it and for their immediate reference.
So here you can see the oxygen concentrators in emergency, which can be used. Immediately give oxygen to the person. So if you would like to avail these services, or if you have family in India, and immediately they will listen to you, immediately have them rush to Adi Kailasa. And you can register for this by signing up in kailasa.org/Kailasa care. The first Kailasa has double A, the second Kailasa has a single A. So the kailasa.org is kailasa.org/Kailasa care, which is KAILASA care, CARE. So that's the Kailasa care. So with that, we invite every one of you who are watching us in this segment. If you have any questions, you can post it in the chat if you. And what is, when you are listening to all of these and when you're watching these, what is your feeling when you are watching this and when you are listening to all the services, the free services provided by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism? What is it that you feel? Please do come and go ahead and comment in the YouTube chat or also in the Facebook chat if you're watching us on Facebook, because currently, YouTube only members are able to post on YouTube currently. So if you are unable to post your comments on YouTube, you can even post it on the Facebook live stream. Under the Facebook live stream as a comment. When you are watching this and when you're seeing the extent to which the Supreme Pontiff has done such detailed plans to provide multi-layer quarantine, not just multi-layer quarantine, providing immunity boosters, not just immunity boosters, having regular checkups and sanitizations and whatnot. When you are watching all of this, what has been your, how do you feel about it? What is your feedback? And what do you feel about this whole thing? The whole COVID care protection provided by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So please do come and share with us on YouTube Live, and we'll be seeing some of the comments. Yes, here is Lizovsky, Nityananda. If you have any questions, you can also post it in the YouTube live chat. And the link is also projected on the screen, which is kailasa.org/Kailasa Care. So please do come and put your comments in the chat. Yes, and Kazu, we can definitely share it with you so that you can translate it as well as absolutely. So those who are watching us, please do put your comments. What is it you feel when you are watching, and the extent, see, please understand, the extent to which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism goes in providing these COVID facilities absolutely free of cost. Swamiji said, I'm not going to accept, are not accepting, we're not asking anybody to pay any fees, nor we are even asking for donations for this. We are just completely opening it up free of cost for anybody and everybody, providing, having all the medical facilities, providing the immune boosters, providing all the Ayurvedic supplements, whatever it takes to keep us alive. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is doing everything possible. It's doing everything possible. So with that, we come to the conclusion of today's program. And next, we will be now moving on to the power manifestation. Okay, so we request everyone to please stay tuned as we'll be moving on to the power manifestation. And Rangarajan Rajan is saying it's a very planned quarantine, shows Swamiji's compassion and micromanagement. Absolutely, Rangarajanji, what you're saying is absolutely right. So thank you so much, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this segment. And we will now be moving on to the power manifestation. And see you all tomorrow at 2 a.m. IST for the Devi PARASHAKTI Akashic program. The next program starts at 2 a.m. IST and the darshan will be at around 6 a.m. IST. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll be ending with the Purna Mantra and leading on to the next segment, which is the power manifestation. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamivavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhavachri Nityananda Paramashiva Padukar Pranamastu. Om Nityanandam. Thank you, Nityanandam.